Right back like we never left. Oh, what the heck? Who said that? Hey. Nah, that ain't Uncle Brown. Bean head ass.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Gamecocks will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic. They get him on the ground at the 20.
Ready, set. Let's go.
Gets the back moving. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got him downfield. They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Man, how about defense? I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. And the Tigers have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers!
And coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive.
Whoa, Regal!
Football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality. Running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
This nigga shit lagging.
Just 4 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 15, here's the return. Not a lot of space.
Gang tackles. Gang shit.
At the 21. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll try the run. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Caught near the sticks, it's Harbor. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking downfield on first down. He'll throw it quickly out to the tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Oh, a lot of space. Lots of running room. Touchdown.
Ooh, that 99 speed, some shit. That 99 speed, some shit.
When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he added the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And a finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll give it to the back. Wide open spaces. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First play of the period will be a second down.
29 Philly. 2-0.
Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cobb. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Unloads it downfield. He's got it inside the 15. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Tigers.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to
Nigga shit lagging like a motherfucker.
Him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He'll do it himself. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Gamecocks want to crank the tempo.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on it.
He'll take a deep shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. They'll go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Oh, and it It's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Sellers. Fires to the right. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
They send the tight end in motion. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Short field payoff with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. Under fire. Still looking. And he waltzes in for the score.
Man, gone.
You always want to take some momentum into halftime. That's exactly what they did. How about the touchdown late in the first half? Now a chance to take the lead with the extra point. All the momentum, all the juice, all the feel-good going right to this offense.
And the extra point gives them the lead at 14-13. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw on first down. Here's There's a heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
He's going to fire deep. Oh, he had it. The ball was there, and it trickled through his fingers. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it, and they get it back for another drive. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense...
Got it in stride at the 15. Touchdown, Auburn. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. Fires to the tight end. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the RPO, complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Running to the left. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Steps away to find some room. Hit as he throws. He's got it. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Wants to go up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Wants to throw on third down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds. The Gamecocks heading quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Looking to scramble. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Gamecocks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Makes the catch. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The extra point here would tie the game. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the fourth. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here's the handoff. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Caught in the backfield, it's Howard. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Frazier. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the back. Gonna swing it on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Cobb. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. To the air on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Pulls and fires complete. Turning it on.
And this is a big-time moment for this offense. So who are you going to give the ball? The guy you trust, the guy who's been doing it all game. You know he can deliver. They got so much confidence in this young man, and he's proven why today. Let's see how he finishes.
The Tigers can really attack on this second and short. Out of the gun, they give to the back. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just a single second left. And here comes the field goal unit. Nerves of steel.
GG, 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 GG.
Chip shot. A hostile environment can have a major major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great, the home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments they can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see, the number 12 team in the country, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on another SEC rival, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start us off.
Everybody play with cheese ass South Carolina. I swear
He'll
to
bring it
God.
out. It's
Fucking
Cobb.
ridiculous.
Excellent job by the kick coverage team. Minimal gain on that return. Gets the back moving. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, there was something the quarterback liked in the pre-snap there, thinking his primary target was going to have a favorable matchup, but the defense did a nice job disguising that look. They got more bodies over to him and forced the incompletion.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Throwing right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
The Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw again. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. From the gun, the ground game. He's loose. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield.
Touchdown, Auburn! Grab the short pass
War
to
Eagle.
move the six
War
forward.
Eagle.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Running to Green. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space. Great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he makes the extra point. What a lift that can give your team. Take a kickoff back 88 to the house. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Motion from the back. Give to the running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Oh, he's got some space. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. Time winding down in the corners, they come to the line. Wants to throw on first down. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Fires to the tight end. There he goes. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO. Not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work.
Let's go.
Gets the back moving. Using his legs. It's Alston. Got some room in under the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Shakes off the defender. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Grabbed over the middle, and Smith. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Looking for a productive play on first down. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Makes the grab. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets away. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Gamecocks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A strike downfield. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his production.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, fires downfield. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Really good patience and recognition. And how about the tight end just finding the hole and settling and waiting until the quarterback saw it?
And the play completely changes. Once my QB gets outside the pocket, I got to see it, and I got to start working towards him, or if I'm near him.
Touchdown, South Carolina! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point.
Kick is good. That ties the game at 14.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's coming out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half.
That's the end of the first half with the game tied.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made. Turning on the Jets. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Might as well give it to him again. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
And off from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
He makes a grab. He kept him out of the end zone, but it'll be first and goal from the 1-yard line. When a defense is in zone coverage, Jesse, they want to react. How do you react to a howitzer coming out like that one?
Not much you can do because this guy's got a cannon. You saw all the eyeballs on defense on that play. They were waiting and anticipating that throw, but when you've got an arm like that, it's going to be tough to spot.
Touchdown Gamecocks! They take the lead with the 6.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sends it back in motion. Got the quick completion. It's a seam wide open. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
From the gun. Give on the inside.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Howard.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0.
That's the end of the third quarter. South Carolina, 21. Auburn, 14.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. Motion from the back. Handoff from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Lets it fly. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
He gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Harbor. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. of the drive comes from the 22. Running back searching for a hole. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages, that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Caught in the backfield, it's Cobb. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
They'll come to the line, 1st and goal with the lead, and the clock working in their favor. Gets the back moving. With the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
The two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown to make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw. Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense, and because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a 2-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. snap. It's Brown. Picked off. A turnover in their own end.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line. When you're trailing, you need to...
it.